Doc here. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Here we are again. It is Thursday? Thursday, yes. One day away from the weekend already. And we see, what do we see here? Annual rate increased 2.4%. ECB pushed up a quarter point. We understand that. What do we see here on J4X? It says here ECB has just increased its base interest rate. Let's go to the chat line. Let's see. Where am I at here? Chat line. Let's cancel that. Go like that. And there's the chat line. Let's see who is in the house this morning. And the answer is... Woo! That's a lot of sound to it. And I see Robin. Hey, Robin. Let's skip that. There we go. Okay, there we go. And we think, what else is brewing here? Let's kill some of this volume. Okay. Hey, I'm a monkey. I'm just monkeying around. So, where are we at this point? I guess what we're saying is you're seeing the dollar index up on J4X. You're seeing, what else are you seeing? You're seeing, the daily of it. You can see that there's a little red going on there on Chicago Quant. You can see we are actually pushing into a sell. You can see that. It's below the zero line. So you're actually seeing that push. See, right? Oh, where's that mousey at? There's the mousey right there. You see that? It did it make it into the sell yesterday? I think it did. Let's see, what is it? No, it was 0, 0, 0, and 0, 0, 0, and 0, 0, 0. Yeah, it kind of gave us that, it was on the zero line for all three. And at the same time, we were in a weekly sell. So we knew that it was in a sell. It was pushing, and they're pushing it a little bit harder today, which is a little surprising. Nothing major. But I guess they liked what Mr. Powell said. Unfortunately, he seems to be more concerned about inflation, which is really irritating, and less important, I guess you could say is he's should be worrying about the economy. That's really what the challenge is. And then there's no stopping that, basically. And it just until the next president, because they need to change the policy. That's really what it comes down to. And that's really what it comes down to in the end result is the Federal Reserve has this dual policy. Powell yesterday rambles about, this, that, and the other thing, and it's like, jeez, can't you just can't you just be, can't you just, chill? And in the end result is that, there's no other way of looking at it, is that Powell is lost. He doesn't really have a solid direction. Yesterday, you could see him going up and down. And then you can see the market today. Let's just take a quick look at the S&P 500. And here's just the intraday, trading at 4,630. They're just lifting it up because they know. The market knows now that that it's going to take a lot of work to change what's going on in real reality. Hunter Biden had to plead not guilty yesterday. They're not able to fake it anymore. This is one big giant scam that's been going on for a while, and we're coming to the end. And the markets see that, and they smell it, they taste it, and they know that they want to be invested. And it's the classic buy on rumor, sell on news. And so we have basically a year, almost a year, for the confirmation of the news. We're heading into August, and in November of next year, so we're like 1 year and 3 months, is it? Maybe 2 months at this point? So September and October. By October, everybody's going to know. Because of early voting and so forth, they're going to see Biden, below, or whoever is the presidential candidate at the time, below Mr. Trump. He's going to, in early voting, they're going to see Trump leading in early voting, which is going to be unheard of. And the markets are telling you that right now. That's what you're seeing. They're telling you that this market knows that the change is coming, and the change is good. And Powell yesterday was a perfect example of the incompetency. All he wanted to do is talk about inflation, and not, you can't grow. Inflation, you can grow inside inflation. You can't grow when you have a government agency sabotaging the economy constantly over and over again. All right, I'm off my soapbox. Let's see, where do we go from here? Let's go over to the euro. There's the euro right there, and you can see it's trying to lift up. You see the blue line moving above the slow yellow dashed line on a daily. Where's it at? Oh, there it is, right there. Come on, mouse. And right there is the euro. You see the euro did pop at one point, and now it's actually lower on the day. We are flirting with the daily buy, and we are in a green dot, and we're in that weekly buy. So, what can you say about any of that? In the end result is that the action in the pair trade, in the euro in particular, is not as strong as you would think when they just raised interest rates a quarter percentage point. Let's take a look at GBP. Same thing with the Great British Pound. It's also showing you that little teeny little just correction, acceptance. I'm not sure what you want to call it, but one thing is for sure, it has a little digestion going on. That we call consolidation digestion. That's what that is. And I see. Wow. The judge just told put a message out, said that he's got to go find a job, Hunter Biden, go into drug rehabilitation, and if not, she'll throw him in jail. They tried to sabotage her yesterday. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know if anybody knows about it, but the night before, someone on Hunter Biden's defense team contacted the court, claiming to be the chairman of the Republican, the Republican on the chairman of the committee in Congress, and it was one of his attorneys instead. And they were trying to convince the court clerk to remove something, and it was found out by the judge yesterday morning, and it did not go over big. What a bunch of criminals they are. All right, so there you are. There's the cable, and the bigger question is, why is the dollar constantly looking like it wants to gain value? Let me just go take a look at the dollar index one more time. There's the dollar index right there. Yeah, it's it made a nice low this morning, and now it's trying to bounce back up. And obviously we just saw the euro, and we saw the British pound showing weakness after being strong. Let's see what the Swiss franc looks like. There's a Swiss. It's unchanged. They put a new low in and then bounced right back up. We're in a sell for 3 days, and that nice long weekly sell. Let's see, where else are we? Let's put it up J4X. We'll put the Swiss up there too. Right there. So there it is right there. You can see that that strength, or let's say that weakness, is pressing slow and steadily. Oh, what do we got here? We got 7. We're going to call you 7 since you got a 7 in front of you. I like that. Hey, 7, how you doing? Welcome to the cyber trading pit here. Hi, can we take a look at DAX? Yes. We had a problem yesterday trying to get into the DAX. Let's see if we can get it up on there today. Open workspace. I'm not sure what the issue was with the DAX yesterday. I tried to get it up there because it's been climbing. Let's first put it up on J4X for you, to start off with, and then we'll get it up on our math. DAX, 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 DAX. DAX, where's it at? There's the volatility index. DAX, DAX. Is that it? There it is, right there. Is that right? Is that the DAX? Something doesn't look right there. That looks like an ETF of it. Let's try to get it over here. I don't know, something about a 15-minute delay on our work, so we have to wait 15 minutes before it spits out. So what we'll do is we will wait for that. Let me try this too. Let me open it up somewhere else. I think I can get you the ETF, but we do get the future on here, but it's a 15-minute delay. So it takes now 14 minutes for it to show us. And let's go over to right there, and let's put DAX in here too at the same time. But this time we're going to put the ETF DAX in there. There, let's try right there. Let's see. DAX. Let's try it again. DAX. There we are. Okay. DAX. Smart. There we are. Let's see if it comes up on here. We'll give that a few seconds. And we have the other thing. Let's see. DEIDX Euro. DE, let's try that. DE. Where's it? Got to figure which keyboard it is. There it is. I use the mouse all the time. DE U dot. There it is right there. Now you can see that strength. We're at the top end of the range here. And we'll have to wait another about another 9 minutes, 10 minutes to see it in our work too at the same time. Let's see. Right there. Right there. Nope, nothing yet. Okay. Alright, so we'll wait for ours to fill in and we'll come back to that. Yeah, you can see here just on J4X itself. And let's take a look at the weekly too. It should be pretty much what the S&P 500 is doing. Should be in weekly buys for... Oh, okay, it's just 2 weeks. It's in its weekly buy. It's been correcting a lot. Interesting. Now, when we go and look at... Let's just show you like the Dow Jones Industrial Average and compare the two. I would have thought it... You know, at one point it was out... I remember like 6 months ago, it was outperforming the other indices. You know, the American indices. But right there's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So let's see, it's been in a buy for, you know, weeks. Same thing with the S&P 500. But there was at one point, I remember, when Janos was looking at the DAX, and it was outperforming. There's like the S&P 500, same situation. So, and let's go back to the DAX and just throw that back up on there again, right there. There we go. Yeah, it's a little surprising that it underperformed for the last 4 weeks. But we'll get the data in there on our work soon. Matter of fact, I should go. You know what? Let me do this too. I might be able to get it up. Here we go. I think I have a way of getting We have a new platform we've been writing code on and developing. Let's go over to that and see how the DAX is. It has our math in it. Let's see, do I have the DAX on there? No, I don't. Okay, so what I got to do is I got to add the DAX. Hold on 1 second. That computer is sitting in another room. It's on a laptop. Let me do that. Hold 1 second. I'm going to go grab it, drag it in here, and put the DAX in. And we'll be able to show you what our math out of Chicago Quant is saying about the DAX. Let me go do that right now. I should have a wireless headphone set. Okay, I'm back. And let's put that, let me go onto the laptop and add the DAX. I'm going to go to the laptop and add the DAX. And then we'll be able to put it up on the screen. You'll be able to see where our math from Chicago Quant is on the DAX. I've never done this before. That is pretty cool. I've never, well, we just started writing the code on this the last couple months. And Robin has been offering it to people for a test trial to see if they can figure what we need to do to clean it up to make it even better. So what do I do here? Let's see, where do I go? Oh, I know, I go right here. I go right there. I go right there. Let's see how this goes. DAX. What do I have a choice of? I have global DAX, German ETF, and I have, is there a futures? DAX Performance Index. And then I have DAX. Okay, that's those two things. All right, so let's see what that looks like. The DAX Performance Index. Interesting. 16,000. Okay, I got it. I got the indice. It's up at 196. It's updating. That's cool. Let's put that in there, and we're going to be able to show you on our new platform, which is not as fancy yet, to our platform here. Let me just show you the S&P 500 for the moment here. Oh, there you go. DAX filled in. So there's the DAX. What is this? This is the DAX U? Yeah, okay. So it must have caught up finally, I guess. Let's see. Let me just double check. What are we at here? We are, no, that's, oh, that's the dollar index. I'm sorry. All right, let's go like this. There's the S&P 500. You see it's reaching up. Now let me go into here and put it on our platform. Let me just double check to make sure it hasn't filled in anywhere yet. It's not in there, and it's not there yet either. Neither one of them. Okay. All right. Back to the S&Ps right there. 3 days in a buy and many, many weeks in a buy. Okay. We'll get there in a few seconds. Let me just check the chat line. Yo, Benny! Benny and the Jets. Dun, 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 dun. Well, while we're waiting, Benny, do you want to see something? I'm heading for DAX. And we're having some data, because I only get delayed on that sophisticated system of mine. My new system is totally different. We have better issues, better situations. So let's see, ticker subscription, add me. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get this symbol in. And the symbol is, where the hell did it go? Okay, there it is. So it's shift that. Is that right? Okay, yep. And where is it at? GDAXI. GDAXI. Yep, okay. And let's hit save and let's see if it gets it. Save. I think it happened. Okay. Now let me just double check over here, and we'll be able to put that up on the screen. If I go like that, refresh it, go back, click on that. There we go. And the answer to the question is, there it is. Let's see if it comes out. Come on. Yes! Success! All right, here we go. Not there. Go like that. Get rid of that. Go like that. Bring that over on the screen. Go to there. Go there. And there it is. Okay, now there is the DAX. That's the index. You can see it's roaring up. You see we've been in a daily buy in our math now for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, going on 13 days. On the weekly, we are 2 weeks in a weekly buy. You can see the blue fast coming down. You can see, but the slow algo pounding into the manifold and just kind of cruising along with that. Obviously, the histogram is above the zero line. And same situation here. So you can see above the time manifold here, the yellow lines are a nonlinear time manifolds. Gotta get my son to change that, not top flow and bottom flow. I like top flow and bottom flow. It's cute, but it's a nonlinear time manifold. And that's what it is. That's what I invented it. All right. So there's the DAX. How's that, Seven? We got DAX. Let's see. Metallica. Sounds like a guitar thing. Hey, let's see. Questioning about how long do Swiss Bank MasterCards that you offer last? I don't know anything about that. You have to go talk to Swiss Bank. Yeah. Janos, you out there? I think he's gone today. I think Janos is gone Thursday and Friday. Anybody else out there? Let me see who else might be listening. You know what? Come back on Monday, and I'll be able to get you some information. Mountain, GM to you too. Hey, there's our check out our new platform. We got the DAX on there this morning. Isn't that cool? That thing's been rock and roll. Now let's go take a look at. Let's see, where's it at? Let's take a look at the S&P on that thing at the same time. Right there. Is that it? I think it is. Yep, that's it. It's been in a daily buy 3 days. It went into a sell for a couple days. Started off with the DAX in the buy and then fell into the daily sell for a couple days. But it's been in a weekly buy forever and ever. So, there you go, Robin. Isn't that cool? We got the DAX on there. You want me to put the DAX in your? I got the platform up for the moment. You need anything added into yours while I'm here? This way you don't have to go into it. Think about it. If you have some products you want added, I got it open right now, so I can go in there. Mountain says EU Central Bank just raised interest rates 45 minutes ago. Yep. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Let's see. And so, what else can we say about all this? I don't know. What else can we say? I would say, we knew they were going to do the quarter. I'll tell you, Mountain, did you hear me ramble about Powell? I did a little ramble about Powell. He's really got issues, Powell. I mean, he really does. He doesn't make a lot of sense. All he does is talk about inflation when he's got so much more to deal with. He's just like, it still hasn't. I'm trying to see if it has the DAX hasn't added up. Kill that. And then, since we can get it on J4X, and then let's go over to, where's it at? Right there. Let's see if it didn't add there either yet. I don't know. I'll leave that alone for the time being. I mean, honestly, he has such issues Powell. He had the market going up and down, up and down. Just he's just not focused enough. He's totally lost. Totally lost. Anyhow, okay. What is that? Let's just minimize that and go back to. There's the S&P. All right. Mountain says the currency went opposite way of normal. Same thing happened to a lesser extent with the dollar. Mountain currency should rise when interest rates go up normally. Right. You're right. Yep. Big scam. It is. It's 7.8. That's what it is. 7.8. Yeah, 7.8. You're right. It is. It's a big scam. I heard. I heard a congressman talking about it yesterday. They said it's time to get rid of the dual mandate. Stop the dual mandate. You don't even know if he was weaseling everybody to the point where he knew that he would basically how do you put this? How do you know they're not insider trading? Honestly, I mean, really, you don't even know if they're like insider trading, and that's what the problem is. You just don't. You just don't trust. Who can trust these people anymore? Really, how do you trust them? I don't. I don't know. I don't know how to trust them anymore. They don't make any sense. And the dual mandate gives them an excuse, just like you said, it's a scam. It gives them an excuse to basically, mess with all the numbers. I mean, really, that's the power they have. And that's what the problem is. And that is really what the problem is, And that's a big problem. That's a big problem. Because they've been playing this game a while. That's the problem. That is the problem. Fake numbers, yeah, that too. Look, I don't trust. I don't trust any of it at this point. And that's what the problem is. That is what the problem is. Matter of fact, that's what we keep on seeing everywhere. No one trusts. The majority in the country here doesn't trust anybody in the government anymore. They've gotten fed up with them to the point where they're not sure if they're coming or they're going. Honestly. Yeah, it's hideous. It is fake numbers. I agree. I know 7.8. You haven't been in here much, but believe me, you're preaching to the choir. We're in total agreement with you. That's what we talk about here. Mountain says $5 trillion of currency trades happens every day. It is the biggest unregulated trading area. True. Yes, it is. But the only good, there's a good thing that can be said about it, and that is, it's necessary for people to be able to buy currencies, exchange them for products. And so there's an actual market there that has value. And that's really the truth. It's really the truth in the end result is that how do I say it best? The markets of UFOs coming. You know what I really think that is? I know this is going to sound strange. I have an answer for it because I'm part of the electric universe. In other words, I'm part of the non-mainstream physics. We are the alternative. So we're like with Birkeland and Maxwell, Faraday, early Einstein before Rosen and Minkowski got their hands on it. uh, in the 20s. Uh, uh, Fantasy math. That's what it all comes down to. But anyway, I'm part of a group. We have some Nobel Prize people too on our side of it, and there's a 12,000 year cycle, and we just think that basically that these devices that they're spotting and so forth are just past generations. In other words, they're part of the old civilizations, and they just don't really participate with us. They might look at us like we're monkeys or something like that, and they just steer clear of us. Because I don't think they're coming from, if they're coming from anywhere, it's inside the solar system. It's not from outside the solar system. It is West. The currency market is the most liquid and has been the best product. It's the how else can I say that? It is. It's a great arena to trade in, and when you trade with it right, combining intraday trading, and at the same time sliding into long-term positions with options married to the contracts themselves, using both, it can be very, very profitable. Most liquid value. See, Mountain says experienced currency traders know how to interpret the currency market. Usually, no, I agree. It ebb and flows. You look at our. You know what, Mountain? Look at the success of our currency technical analysis. Like here, look at the Swiss. It's the smoothest. Compared to other products. You go to the Swiss is one, but there's other products that are incredibly smooth. Look at that. It goes into a buy here, and it's in a weekly buy sell, so you don't take the buy. It gets into a daily sell. It's still in a daily sell for 3 days. Last daily sell, when it was in a sale, went on for weeks. It's very smooth. You can see here, it goes into a daily buy. It lasted for 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 days. There's some distance between, there's some good distance between buys and sells sometimes that can be really great. Now, there's a loser right there. At the same time, it was breaking down, so you knew not to want to love it on the long side. And the sell was all right, nothing great. Went into the sell here. Next day, we had a nice big move down. So, yeah, currency trading to me is the best. I'll tell you, there's two arenas. You want to talk about, what's the number one arena in trading in the world, the largest? And it's not currencies. Currencies are number two. Let me see what you said here. $5 trillion of currency trades happens every day. It's the biggest unregulated trading area. There's a second one. You know what the second one is? I'll give you 5-10 seconds to think about it. The number one trading in size and volume that's basically unregulated. 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonds. Now you have, corporate bonds controlled basically from the commodities futures trading. No, not commodities. That's oil is third, and then grains and gold and stuff like that go into many battles of who's in the fourth position. But no, bonds. Bonds are the Wild West, without a doubt. Bonds are the Wild West. Yeah. Now there is some regulation going on with the Securities Exchange Commission with them by corporate bonds, how they regulate them, but there's no listed market. No listed market. There's only one listed market in bonds, in the futures contracts. That's it. And after that, nothing. And there are trillions upon trillions upon trillions of bonds outstanding. Right off the top of your head, we have 31 trillion in debt in the United States. So it's in bonds. Right there is 31 trillion right there alone. Not even looking at corporate bond debt. And it's it's not there's no there's no one regulating it. Yeah. So, um, what else can we say about that? No, not really regulated. Only when they issue them, they're regulated. When bonds are issued, they're regulated. That's about it. So yeah, that's the gig there. Let's see what else. Um, let's see. Let's try this. I need to answer somebody. Someone just texted me. Yep, backstop. Hmm. Let me just text them back and tell them hold the door. There we go. Yeah, so bonds, it's the Wild West. I'm telling you, it's the Wild West. I when I worked for a hedge fund, we had two guys running the bond side of it. I sat next to them sometimes. You can't believe I would call it thievery. People used to we would look at them and go, "Don't you feel guilty?" Uh, can you check the NZD CAD? Heading there right now. NZD CAD right there. It went into a daily buy yesterday. I saw. Yeah, and it's still in a buy today. It's on the second day of it, and we're cleanly through the weekly buy. So there's some strength coming in. Uh, Webinar. Let me just say webinar. There we go. Yeah, so the strength is there. Let's see. Um, and I'm done on the text. There we are. So, yeah. Um, there you go. All right, so Mountain says, oh, let's see. John says, how can I learn trading? I am new to this channel. Hey, to start off with, John, I'm going to say it again. There are no dumb or stupid questions when dealing with money and trading. All there are is long or short answers. So you're welcome to come in, and we will gladly answer any question you have, and we'll show you physical examples. Okay? You're welcome to join us every morning here for an hour. We'll talk about all kinds of different things. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about. You want to learn how to trade? We'll talk to you about how to learn to trade. Okay, Mountain West says, so weekly and daily bars. And I am long. Let's see. Oh, good. Yeah, you see the strength there. Yeah, it's looking good. And let me just give you the other picture too, because I always watch this one also, the Nas dollar pairs trade. And it's not as strong, but look at that. It made a high there, like a 5-day high. That's pretty cool. And doing the same thing, lifting up into the buy. So, what else can we say here? Trade on paper. Yeah, well, exactly. You can listen to Robin without a doubt. And what we'll do is we'll talk about the markets. You start the trade on paper. Dukascopy has a system, I think, where you can artificially trade without money, and you can practice. And you follow what you have to do, and basically is always be disciplined. You have to always be disciplined. When you're not disciplined, you get in trouble. Yep, Robin's totally right. Trade on paper first. What else can I say about any of that? John, trade On demo, exactly. Demo account, try out various strategies and ideas. Exactly. Exactly. Mountain is saying this the same as like Robin. You know, be smart. Whoop, there's, oh, let me tune into that. My strings conference is starting. Let me tune that in. I'm not going to listen to them out loud for the moment, but I'm just going to, let's see, where's it at? I go here, and I go there, and I go there, and I go there. And there we are. There we go. Minimize that. Okay. So, oh, Juan. It's Juan. I got to hear Juan. Why am I not hearing sound?
EPS black hole entropy.
Oh, Juan is on. All right. Okay. So, ADS fame. ATF. Okay. So, where are we at now? Let me check the chat line. And strategies. All euro pairs are falling quite badly. It seems odd, I know. They raised the rates, and here they are. You know, they're falling, which is very curious, you know. What are you going to do? It is what it is, you know. Everybody's there today for Juan. Cool. All right. So, what else can we say? Let's take a let's look at a couple of them. Let's see how they're looking. Let's take a look at the euro. There's the euro, and now it's at the low of the day. Obviously, they're not happy about that, are they? Then let's look at the euro GBP, which is also towards the low of the day. Then there is, what else is euro Turkish lira at the low of the day. Didn't take out all-time highs, but did jump up. Then, let's see, Euro, GBP, Euro, Zloty. There's one of my favorites. At the low of the day. That's one of the stronger currencies in Europe, the Zloty. The Polish currency, really good trading tool. Very stable, very solid. And then here's the last one we have on our screen. Euro, Yen. So it's losing, you know, the yen's been gaining against it also at the same time. They're all gaining.
How seriously we should take exponentially small effects that come from gravitational patterns. Does that feed into the discussion about how seriously we take the gravitational patterns in exponentially complex situations?
Okay. Let's see, I got to answer his text again. Oop, there we go. What else can we say about that? What time is it? We're a quarter after. Okay, we got time here. So yeah, that's the weakness. We're seeing all the weakness in the euro, and it doesn't seem to want to let go. Let's see, where else can we go with that? Let's take a look at, what other euros that we have on here do we look at? There's the Zloty, the Turkish lira, the yen, cable, CAD. There's that too. On J4X, you can see that there. The euro CAD. Let's see. And I guess that's the amazing thing, you know, is that Okay, let's lower the volume here for Juan. Everybody, there's a lot of participants today. Over 200 physicists are talking with him today. That's cool. Juan, Juan, Juan. All right. What else we got here? There we go. Let's see. All euro pairs are falling quite badly. Yeah. Okay. Now from there, where do we go from there? We did the Swiss. We just saw the Turkish lira. Turkish lira is at its lows, which is nice, instead of it going through another all-time high. Let's take a look at dollar CAD. Oh no, what we do is we go from we go over to Mexican peso. There's a Mexican peso, which is gaining against the dollar. So it's pretty firm in there. They're not giving that up. That's like we consider that to be the number one brick. And we see the Mexican peso as the number one brick, and it's a unique situation. The brick, how do I can say it? The brick, pretty much, the number one brick is Mexican peso, and the South African rand is the number two. So we kind of watched the action in both of those. Now, yesterday, we always compare South African rand to gold, and yesterday we were getting this. It was lifting. It was odd. It was gold was. What was it? Gold was up, and the South African rand. Let's go to the South African rand. I saw that by the end of the day, the South African rand had come back down. You can see that high there, and gold lifted up, and so we're starting to see that relationship. So you see here today, at one point, they made a new low in South African rand. So we go quickly over to the gold and take a look and see. Right there. You see gold it's lifting up now and gold is going down, which does not surprise me. At the same time, interest rates are rising. And then we go back to the South African rand. Oop, not there. And you can see the South African rand. Let me just right there. And you can see it made that low, and now it's trying to go. It's back to almost flat, lifting up. Now gold is getting hit harder than we're expecting, of course, but that is what's going on at the moment. I think that I think that interest rates are having some effect. Yesterday or the day before, I think we put up on the screen how back months in futures and gold are like way higher. Let's see what else there we go. Oop, wrong. Back there. Okay, so then from the South African rand, we finish it off with the Canadian dollar. Normally, Canadian dollar follows oil. That's it. No, where is it at? There is Canadian dollar, and we see the Canadian dollar. It's gaining against the dollar, U.S. dollar today, but it's trying to get into a buy at the same time. We got, it's been in a buy for 4 or 5 days and gone sloppy with it, and at the same time we are pushing into the weekly sell. It's really close. It's a trapped situation. Now we go over and take a look at oil with it. In other words, it's a consolidating situation. Not really having any direction. You can see here, oil is up. You would assume that Canadian would be moving. Where's it at? Let's get rid of that. Cancel. Close. There we are. Right there. No, not right there. Let's find oil again. There it is. So there's the oil. That's being strong. And we go back over here to the Canadian. And it is gaining against the dollar. I would think it would be even lower. But notice the Canadian's been having a hard time getting out of its own way. It seems to be trapped. So, what else can we say about that? Now, right there, what else can we say? That's the end of the currencies. Anybody else want to see something? All right, 78, take care. All right, we will catch you tomorrow. Thank you for stopping in. From there, we slide over to gold and silver. Let's just show you. We just saw oil. We saw gold. Gold was being sold down because of the interest rate situation. And they're probably doing silver the same way. We were in a daily buy for a couple of days. Where's the silver at? Right there. Silver doing the same thing. They're putting pressure. You know, it's so hard to believe that they move these things like that on a quarter percentage point. You know, really. I mean, it seems really odd to me that they do that. I don't know how anybody else feels about it, but you know, it's got to be built into it to a great extent. It's not like it's up or down 1 full percentage point in interest rates. GBP AUD. Let's check it out. There it is. 3 days in a buy. Wasn't a good pop there. Yeah. How about that gap down? That's really weird, isn't it? Because that happened last night. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that interesting? Let's put it up on J4X. I'm amazed at that gap. I want to reload that even. I mean, that's a really interesting gap. Yeah, look at that. That's a hell of a gap. It must be that illiquid. GBP AUD, where you at? GBP AUD, right there. Well, they show it to be down. Let's turn off the hinky ASCII. Yeah, they don't show that gap as much in Europe as they do in the States. I know. I mean, it's so odd, isn't it? I mean, it's a quarter percentage point. I mean, we're kind of getting towards the end of these interest rates. Why would they, take it so serious? Oh, I heard something yesterday that really caught my eye. I was really surprised I even heard it. It was, what was it? It was Kudlow started talking about the idea how gold is too high. And they pay attention to Kudlow. Trust me. The socialists and the Federal Reserve, they actually listen to what they're saying. They try to feel the heartbeat of the financial community. And yeah, exactly. That was really weird. He said, gold is awful high. And here they raise it a quarter percentage point and they slam it. Who would sell that stuff? I wouldn't. I don't understand that. So, anyway, traders, we're out of here. This is Doc from North America. We will catch you all tomorrow, same time, same channel. So, happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, traders.